Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a special episode of Azad Loves. Today, we shall delve into the chronology of events leading to the rebellion of women at Sandeshkhali, a village in North 24 Parganas in West Bengal. This tale involves political corruption, police conspiracy, and the exploitation of the locals. So let's dive in and see what's happening there. Well, the Mamata Banerjee-led TMC government has been rocked by allegations of corruption ranging from embezzlement of bribery from the very first term. The first to make waves across the country was the Sharda chit fund scam, followed by the Narda bribery cases in the second term of office. The third term has, of course, taken the entire cake, with multiple scams being unearthed monthly by the CBI and the ED. Extremely powerful and influential ministers of Ms. Banerjee's cabinet and the TMC party leaders are languishing in jail, as everyone knows. With the arrest of the food minister, Mr. Jyotipriya Malik, a scam of gigantic proportion has come to light, with the ED officials claiming to have unearthed a money trail of 10,000 crores. As the investigation progressed, the Enforcement Directorate, ED, stumbled upon the name of one Mr. Sheikh Shahjahan, a very close associate of the minister and a key figure in the swindle. Sandeshkhali is boiling right now. The reason for the unrest is TMC Bahubali Sheikh Shahjahan and his army of goons led by Shibu Prasad Hazara and Uttam Sardar. So who's Shahjahan? Shahjahan, as stated earlier, is a TMC Bahubali who has risen to prominence under the patronage of the jail minister Jyotipriya Malik. From being an ordinary labor in a brick kiln only a decade and a half ago, he is now believed to own properties, both movable and immovable, running into hundreds of crores. This phenomenal rise in his prospects happened after he switched his loyalty from CPIM to TMC around 2009-2010. Interestingly, Shahjahan was once a close associate of BJP's Shubhendu Adhikari, who then used to be in the Trinamool Congress. On 5th January, Enforcement Directorate officials escorted by the CRPF jawans reached Sandeshkhali to raid the premises of Shahjahan. They came in for a rude shock when they were attacked by the goons' henchmen and were badly beaten up. Even the CRPF jawans and the accompanying journalists were not spared. Some of the injured had to be hospitalized. After the attack, ED officials quickly left the area. It has now come to light that Shahjahan himself had arranged the attack on the ED officials from within his residence, even while the officials were outside his home. Now, according to reports in various local newspapers and TV channels, Shahjahan had not left Sandeshkhali as the police initially tried to make people believe. A number of people close to the goon vouch for his presence in Sandeshkhali. There's a report, in fact, which says that after the incidents of January, the Sheikh relocated to one of the guest houses in the area. Was this relocation possible without the active support of the police? Officials of ED have been to his house twice and returned empty-handed each time. The Bahubali did not respond to the ED summons issued to him to appear at the office. The Calcutta High Court ordered the CBI and the West Bengal police to form a special investigation team to trace the TMC strongmen. This too did not yield any results so far. A month after the attack on ED officials, he remains elusive. Anger, discontent against this Bahubali and his henchmen were simmering under the surface in Sandeshkhali when the police did not nab the oppressor for more than a month. That discontent spilled out into the roads of Sandeshkhali, with women coming out and demanding the arrest of the trio. Shibu Prasad's poultry farm was set on fire in Jaliakhali. The angry women set on fire a part of Shibu Hazara's house also. The irate women surrounded the police station and kept demanding the arrest of local Trinamool leaders. Tales of land grabbing started coming out. The women narrated how Shahjahan and his flunkies would pressurize and terrorize hapless villagers into parting with their land, most of the times in exchange for a pittance. If they declined their land, they would be flooded with saline water from the river and rendered useless. They had unleashed a reign of terror in the region, and people have been living in fear since then. In response to the reason for this protest, after so long, a woman of the village claimed that they were afraid to speak out. Goons were brought in from outside to torture the villagers. With their back against the wall and with the trio in hiding, the women have mustered courage right now to take to the streets. Shah Jahan's words were the law in Sandeshkhali. If anyone approached the police to file a complaint or seek help, they were asked to meet the perpetrator. With each passing day, horrific tales would send shivers down the spine to everyone in the village. The women have now finally gathered the courage to spill the beans on the physical and psychological torture and harassment that they've been subjected to for years. The trio would send their flunkies to the houses of the villagers to identify young, pretty women and ask them to come to their homes, offices in the middle of the night. All women had to give their mobile numbers to these gangsters. If the women declined to go, their husbands would be beaten up. Often their means of livelihood would be snatched away. This is the torrid state of affairs in Sandeshkhali. In response to this crisis, the CPM, led by the former MLA, expanded its presence in the region, organizing protest marches and mass campaigns demanding justice. With the mobster trio remaining out of bounds of the police and the latter unable to quell the unrest, they arrested ex-MLA of Sandeshkhali, the state committee member of CPM West Bengal and All India leader of AIAWE, Comrade Nirapud Sardar, on flimsy charges. The administration has now imposed Article 144 in the area and suspended internet connection. To show solidarity with the agitating women and to protest against his unlawful arrest of Comrade Sardar, the State Secretary of CPIM West Bengal, Comrade Mohammed Salim, visited Sandeshkhali on Sunday.